Thank you. Well, my name is Jordi Guimera. I came from Mallorca. And, well, first of all, I want to thank Professor Papatsoris for the invitation and the main sponsor of this Congress. And I want to talk, well, the title of my talk is calcium oxalate prevention. I think it's a very big talk, or could be a very big talk and very difficult talk, but I will try to simplify as much as possible. So this is the main slide of this talk, and if we remember this is enough, will be fantastic. So the key aspect, if we can do the relationship between calcium oxalate stones and phytate and prevention, that's enough. But I have 15 minutes, so I will talk a little bit more. So first of all, for talking about calcium.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues, panel, and thank you, ESD, for the invitation. Although this is a tough presentation, isn't it? So here we go. Many of you will recognize this end surgery. It's a PCNL or combined surgery with general anesthesia, the patient fully covered in drapes, sterile drapes. Also, you can glimpse the flexible nephroscope, rigid nephroscope, dilation balloon, double catheter, and as you already know, all these devices are pretty expensive. As you also know, money doesn't grow on trees, so either the patient has to pay it, the insurance company has to pay it, or you gotta pay it via national taxes that for politicians are never low. Regarding these countries, PCNL raises up to $35,000. Western Europe goes for $25,000, and the rest of the countries above $5,000. Intrarenal surgery for the United States, always in the top of the list, $25,000. Western Europe, $15,000, and the rest of the countries above $3,000. And finally, shockwave lithotripsy up to $12,500, and the rest of the countries above $1,000. Remember that retreatments are not included in this price. I also brought my own country's numbers. Spain, as you know, relies mostly on a public health system, and for us, PCNL is 7,200 euros, 4,800 euros for intrarenal surgery, and shockwave lithotripsy, 1,900 euros. So the total bill that we have to pay in worldwide for ureterosis treatment market is $4.5 billion US dollars, being half of it only the devices. Also, you have to take into consideration the invisible economical impact, loss of productivity that relies on the patient and his workplace, the companies, $5,500 and $8,000. Long recovery times because patients are stented where nephrostomy have developed any kind of complications such as infections, sepsis, bleeding, and most important of all, the caregiving burden, the family economy, $500 to $1,500 in opportunity cost. This means that this family could have spent this money in another goods such as gas, electricity, leisure activities, and even food. Always pharmacy cost, many painkillers, antibiotics, the stent defect, which I also mentioned, and we also have to approach this disease with chronic strategies because half of our patients will have another kidney stone in a 5-year time. So if we do not consider this a chronic condition, costs can be double or even triple for the patient and for society. So the loss of productivity is $775 million annually only in the States. 7,800 goes for PCNL, 4,400 for intrarenal surgery, and 1,200 go for shockwave lithotripsy in indirect costs, invisible costs. The third problem we are facing is Mother Nature. Resources are not unlimited, and population is growing worldwide. Also, we are shifting to sterilizing our devices to one-use disposable devices. This means that all the technology, efforts, and materials used for only one device, used once, and burned, incinerated by healthcare, following healthcare regulations. All that efforts, one shot only. All our major innovations are going for lasers and for minimalizing surgery. I'm good with this, but what about medical treatment? Are we really making such efforts in medical preventing kidney stones? One of these scarce studies in kidney stone prevention, in fact, demonstrates that using technology plus drug treatment, such as a digital pH meter, can reduce the lithiasis episodes, can reduce the treatment costs, and the patient can win quality of life. So these kind of strategies are dominant and so are mandatory in our office. All this review goes in the same line. If you treat lithiasis stones in a medical treatment, prevention avoids high cost, fewer recurrences, higher quality of life for all our patients. For example, simple, dietary and hydration only reduces the rate up to 25%, and obviously full metabolic evaluation and pharmacological treatment will save up to 80% of recurrences. Finally, financial point of view, we are not used to this, Monte Carlo simulation. Well, if we compare two strategies, the reactive one, we go surgically for the stones, or the proactive one, we go pharmacometabolical. Obviously, the dominant strategy is the latest. Higher effectiveness, more quality of life, pain-free days for our patients, and lower cumulative costs for taxes, insurance companies, and patients' pockets. So my main message is what I call the 460 rule. Investing $4 in pharmacometabolical treatment saves $60 in future surgery in a 5-year horizon. So when we understand that the amount of money, quality of life, and natural resources that we are losing with the actual approach, we understand that we should move to a proactive manner, to a proactive approach, because we cannot operate our way out the kidney stone epidemic. Thank you for your attention, and I will welcome your questions.
Thank you.